This is the Salmon River, also known as the River of No Return. It winds about 425 miles through some of the roughest terrain in Idaho. The Lewis and Clark expedition found this river in 1805. They decided that it was far too dangerous for their expedition's canoes and continued overland instead. This stretch of the Salmon River is pretty mellow, but it made a perfect place to camp. Only a few miles from today's adventure, we have some unfinished business in Bayhorse. Here's to coffee, camping, and adventure. Yummy. I don't know if you can see him, but there's an osprey right there looking for breakfast. Hey everybody, what's up? Well, I'm all packed up, ready to go on today's adventure. I lost my sunglasses yesterday, so I'm gonna be squinty because there isn't a store very close to here where I think I can get some sunglasses. So I apologize for all the squintiness, but I want to head back to Bayhorse. There's some things, at least I'm pretty sure there's some things there I didn't see. I know there's still at least 2 more mines above where I explored, and a lake. So I want to go see them, because we're here, and hopefully we have time and I'll stop and look at a couple other things. I don't plan on going back up that road I was on. That's where I lost my sunglasses. I had them on my hat, and the wind blew my hat off, and I didn't even think about my sunglasses. So they're up there for somebody to find, because I'm not gonna go find them. We're gonna go find something else. All right, we are officially where we left off yesterday. Just passing the kilns and the trail we took, and heading up the canyon. There goes old Beepy. Oh, here's an old cabin next to the road. Collapsed. There's some grave sites right there. And a plaque. Awesome. Just a ways up the road past the Bayhorse main ghost town area, you do hit National Forest, and there's some free camping up here. I had a hunch there was some up here, but I also had a hunch how many mosquitoes I ran into yesterday. So I didn't want to get eaten alive. I don't have any bug spray this trip. Gonna have to get me some. But I've already passed at least 3 really sweet camping spots. Right next to the creek that comes down from Bayhorse Lake. And I talked to one of the state park guys that take care of this place. He told me the big old story about Bayhorse. And he told me just past that cattle guard that we just went over, there's supposed to be a mine at it that you can look in. So hopefully I can spot it, and we'll look at that first. And he says I can drive all the way to these next 2 structures. So that's a bonus. I'm pretty tired from riding my mountain bike yesterday. My legs are crying. Okay, I'm taking a wild guess. I found a little mine road, and hopefully that mine at it, that guy was talking about, is right up here. Well, he said it was right next to the road, so I don't think this is it. Let's keep going. Well, I think we're getting close. I never did see that mine at it, but I've seen a bunch of other waste rock piles right through here. Okay, that is the bottom of the aerial tramway. There's some structures above us. Larry said the road takes us to them, so we'll find out. Well, Larry said there's some fish up here too. This is Big Bayhorse Lake. Okay, I want to go take a look at the campground. Some pull-throughs. Well, I haven't seen a place where you have to pay for this campground. It must be free. You have to pay $7 to go through the Bayhorse State Park. So I'm figuring this camping is free after your Bayhorse admission. Because I didn't see any signs or nothing. Cool, cool, that's good to know. All right, the road past that first lake, well, the turnoff for the first lake is really rough and really steep. It's slow go, I'm in 4 low. There was even a sign that said a Jeep trail, pickup trail, but it's a rough one. Well, it's not too rough, but it is steep. Okay, I think I found my trail to where I want to go. It's just as rough and just as steep. And it's pretty narrow. Sheesh. So technically, yes, you can drive your truck up this road, but there is no way to pass another vehicle. So cross your fingers. Let's hope nobody is coming down, and let's hope there's a place to turn around up there. Here's a little mine at it right next to the road. Woo, it is full of snow and it's cold. Wow. Brr. There is a cold breeze coming out of that baby. Danger. Danger. This road has been pretty sketchy, but I think we're almost there. Okay, well, I've officially made it as far as you can by vehicle. So we're gonna hoof it so we can go see this structure up here. This should be the top of the tramway system. The Skylark mine. Got some bones, some ore, and some artifacts. There's a couple old shoes. Sitting at 9,000 feet above sea level, this was the top of the aerial tramway. Connected to the tramway was a bunkhouse and a kitchen for the miners. The mines, the tram, and the mill ran 24 hours a day, all year round. The Skylark mine boomed during the 1880s, producing over 130,000 ounces of silver in 1 year. Due to a major fire in 1889, and water shortages, the Skylark struggled to stay in operation, and by the 1920s, the mines at Bayhorse were almost abandoned. Holy cow. There's still old cast iron stove in there too. Hopefully you can see it. It's pretty dark in there. So there is one structure up there I wasn't able to make it to. think it's right there. Well, maybe next time. All right, I found that one that's right next to the road. It doesn't even go nowhere. It just dead ends. It smells like sulfur in here though. Skeeters living in here too. All right, I seen a sign that said this was an earthquake fault. I don't know what it really looks like, but I had to come look. Well, it left a scar for 21 miles. And this is part of it. Pretty crazy. And when I was driving up the hill, it kind of looked like the road follows the fault line. So if you want to come drive on a fault line crack, here it is. Right next to some beautiful mountains. I want to say this is the Lost River Range, because we're getting pretty close to Mackay or McKay, however you want to say it. Yeah, so I was hoping there was going to be a big giant crack that we could fly the drone over. There's definitely a scar, but there's no big huge crack you can see. So we'll call it good on that one. I've got 2 more stops I want to make before I officially start heading home. Okay, this one's right on the highway. I think this is Highway 93. It's a little homestead. Still in pretty good shape. This was the homestead of Claudius Larder and his wife Ella. They built here at Whiskey Springs for the water and to start a business. This location is also on the freight wagon trail from the mining area we just came from. Here you could give your horse a break and spend the night and get a warm breakfast in the morning from Ella. Later in the 1930s, Whiskey Springs was converted into a gas station when Highway 93 was completed. Okay, let's get back in the truck. And then one more stop. Okay, I'm back at the EBR1. And I couldn't find my little selfie stick for my radio code when I was here just a week or so ago. So I'm gonna stick it over there. far as we can. Just so I can see how high radiation levels are coming off on the other side of the fence. But I'm gonna head home now. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't leave yet. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. Or take it a step further and push the join button and become a member and get your name on this list. But regardless, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And don't forget, if you can, take the long way home.